All right, aloha from Hawaii, fellow IQ sailors. Got another video here. This is PD. Made one a couple weeks ago about angling the mast of the foil. You can check that one out. But today I wanted to talk about adjustable downhauls on an iQfoil. You know, are they even necessary? It's one of my questions. But I want to show you you guys the setup that I have, and as always, get your comments and we can all learn from each other. So for today, I've rigged up the adjustable downhaul on my 6.0. I have an 8.0. I didn't even bother with the 9.0. Yes, I am a man, but I'm an older man and I decided not to get the 9.0. Plus I live in Hawaii and we just don't have that light of an air. So I have the 8.0. And a lot of the days I'm using a 6.0 anyways. I don't even use the 8.0. When I go to races, of course, I got to use the 8.0, and I might get a 9.0 for those super light wind days outside of Hawaii. But for now, all I got's an 8.0. But I wanted to show this rig to you on the 6.0 rather, and I can. I've rigged it up on the 8.0 as well. It's a little bit different. I do it all internal to the luff sock on the 8.0 because I saw a guy at the Miami Regatta doing it that way, and I tried it out. But I really like it external. It's easier to rig. You can see what's going on. You don't have to worry about the the blocks on the inside of the luff sock hitting the camber inducers and stuff like that. And so we'll talk about that a little bit. And so let's take a look at how I've got this rigged up. I'm going to switch here to be able to show you like this. And so here I have a like a spliced loop. I like to make this really clean, as clean as possible, because I find myself grabbing the mast here a lot. I don't want a lot of extra rope there. So I spliced a loop out of Dyneema rope here. And then here is a pretty familiar, if you search the internet, a lot of people doing adjustable downhauls this way, where they have this 2-block and Beckett. This is a Harkin, and it's got this V-jam cleat on it. And then that goes down here. And I've tried another one of these Harkin blocks with a V-jam on it down here, but I decided I'm never even doing the adjustment down here. I always do it up here by the boom. So I thought this was way cleaner, just having a block down here. Actually, this is where the V-jam one is on the other one, on the other setup. But I just switched it out to a regular block with Beckett on there. It's just, the whole thing's much cleaner. And then down here, I've got the mast base pulled up, or the mast pad pulled up right now. It's basically, instead of dead ending the line, the downhaul line, in a putting a little 8-knot here and dead ending it on the mast base, you just run it around the back of the block here and then up through the mast pad. And let me put the mast pad down so you can see what I'm talking about here. And then I had to cut a little bit of a slit here to make this rope exit this mast pad cleanly. And I do lose a little bit of throw here, so I don't have as much adjustment, because you don't really want this thing going down inside here. It starts getting screwed up, so I try to keep this block above this. I'd love to figure out a better way to exit it, like down here or something, but haven't figured that out yet. And that's the system. Once it's all rigged up, it's pretty easy while you're sailing. You can kind of only do it on this one tack, starboard tack, but you can, tighten and adjust pretty easily while sailing this way. And that's one of my biggest overriding questions: is that something you even want to do? I've also got an adjustable downhaul on my race boom that I use, and that I'm totally bought into. But do we even need the adjustable downhaul? Should I be messing with this, or is that way far down on the priority list of stuff to do? So let me switch over here. And I forgot to mention, you guys, I use this piece of rubber bicycle inner tube tubing. I wrap that around the mast, and then I put the loop around the mast, and the rubber makes it totally solid so it doesn't slide down the mast. That's kind of a key component that I figured out, and definitely going to want to incorporate that in your system if you decide to do this. All right, so let's review my my questions about the adjustable downhaul system. And just like on my last video, if you could please comment down below in the comments of this YouTube video, and we can all learn from each other. So my questions, and I'll write them out in the comment section as well. Is it important to be able to adjust the downhaul while you're sailing, or what do you guys think? Not even necessary. Don't mess around with it. Is it as important as the outhaul? Maybe some people think it's even more important. You know, it really lets off the top of the sail. You know, you could, between races, theoretically go down there, maybe wrap the thing around your harness hook and adjust the downhaul between races. Is that good enough? So that's my biggest question. Number two is, what do you guys think of my rig here? Is it a good way to do it, or have you guys figured out a better way? Do you like to do it internal or external? You know, what sort of refinements or tweaks have you guys come up with? I know there's a lot of people sailing iQfoils outside of Hawaii. We don't have that much going on here in Hawaii, so I'm sure there's a lot of good ideas out there. Does anybody have a better way of getting the thing to exit, you know, this mast base, you know, or do you guys like to keep it internal? So that would be one. Let's see. Do you think you need the Harken cleat down here, or is it okay to just have that block with the becket? And I guess that's the extent of my questions. Thank you everybody for listening and watching, and please comment below, and I really appreciate all you guys are doing to help me out in my voyage to learn how to sail an iQfoil and be hopefully somewhat competitive even at my age. Also waiting for a master's division. Gonzalo, if you're listening, please get that master's division going. All right, you guys, aloha from Hawaii.